Hey there, retro fans, welcome back here to RGF Retro GameForce, and finally we got Paprium running on the real hardware, on the real Sega Mega Drive, Sega Genesis. And how is this possible? Well, it's possible with the power of the Mega EverDrive PRO. So in this video I will explain a bit of the history of Paprium and how can you set up your Mega EverDrive PRO in order to run Paprium on your real hardware. So guys, stay tuned! And for you guys out there that don't know what Paprium is, well, it was a beat 'em up game announced and crowdfunded, started in 2012 and only got delivered at 2020 from a company named Watermelon. And it was considered vaporware because it took 8 years to actually start shipping the cartridges of the game to the customers. Promised to deliver the best graphics and the best sound ever made for the Mega Drive Genesis. And of course people were started calling it as a scam because it took a long time, a lot of promises, and everyone thought that their money was completely lost. Yeah, a few customers actually got the game. Nevertheless, some guys got the game. The game was looking more like a Neo Geo game than a Mega Drive game. It was really impressive, but due to the complexity of the hardware, they did it on purpose to be not easy to dump the ROM and even emulate it. It took 5 years before we actually got a version of Paprium that was running on tweaked emulators, and now we finally can play it using the real hardware, using a Mega EverDrive PRO from Crix. But why only on the Mega EverDrive PRO? Well, because you need an FPGA chip in order to simulate the extra hardware that this game demands in order to run, because this game has a lot of graphical enhancements that were not possible to run on a stock Genesis Mega Drive, and also there's extra audio channels that this game demands. So it's not possible to run this on the stock Mega Drive. You need the extra chips, a bit like we had on the Virtual Racing, right? So it's exactly the same. And Crix, being a very skillful guy with a lot of passion for these kind of projects, he made available a custom mapper for the Mega EverDrive PRO that makes possible to run Paprium on the real hardware, which was not possible until now. It was possible to use emulation, but not real hardware. So let's see all the work done by Crix and all the steps that you need to do on your Mega EverDrive PRO to get Paprium running. So guys, here is the root file of my SD card. So this is my Mega EverDrive PRO SD card. Folder structure, you don't need to follow, the position of the Paprium folder is up to you, but you can take it as a reference if you want. So inside my Mega Drive, if you are in North America, of course Genesis, inside of my Mega Drive folder I have all my games, the regular Mega Drive Genesis games. Then I have Mega Drive Hex and MSU1. So in this case I put Paprium folder on the MSU1 folder. Then I have Paprium here, and this is where the things get important. So Paprium folder, and if I open it you see all the audio tracks in WAV format. So you need to have all of those audio tracks inside this folder. Normally when you download the ROM dump you will have it on MP3, but you need to convert it into WAV format. I will not put the links here where you can download the stuff because there's a lot of heat going on there with Watermelon that want to shut down all of these projects, but anyhow, you will find the instructions together with the custom mapper done by Crix. It's online. It's all the instructions are there how to do it, to convert MP3 to WAV. Just search this name right here on Google. You will find the things very easily. So after you converted the MP3 formats to WAV, so you need to have all these WAV files right here. Then you will also have in this together with this mapper you have a Q file, because it works like a MSU1 game or a Sega CD game, so you need to have a Q file right there, and this is actually the ROM dump of Paprium. On the ROM dump of Paprium, that it's again online, very easy to find, you will have this as a .bin and not .md. So you need to, and this is important guys, because if you don't rename it, it will not work properly. So you need to rename it .md. I know on emulation mp3 and .bin will work fine, but for the Mega EverDrive Pro you need to have a .md. So just rename it paprium.md and you should be good to go. So this is the file structure, very simple, very easy to use. The last thing you need to do is directly on the Mega EverDrive Pro, and I will show you what. So guys, here we are on the user interface of the Mega EverDrive Pro, and first things first, you need to make sure that you are running the right firmware version in order to run this Paprium game. So in my case, I'm using the firmware 24.1129. So you need to make sure that you are running 2024 firmware version. There's a higher version than this one already available, but this one is good enough to run Paprium without any problem. So just make sure that you have the latest version of the firmware on your Mega EverDrive Pro. So that's the first step. You need to make sure that you're on that right firmware. Now, you know my folder structure, so you go to Mega Drive, MSU1, and you have the Paprium. So in this case you click on the Paprium, but you don't start the game. You need to do some adaptations first, the first time you run the game. So you open folder, then you have the wave audio tracks, but it's not the one that we want to do. We go to paprium.md.bin, and then inside here you need to configure, and you need to make sure that you have the save type to SRAM and the save size to 4 kilobytes. This is important. Without this, the game will not run properly. So just make sure you have that configuration done properly, and then after that you should be able to run the game. So let's try it out. So here we have Paprium running on your Mega EverDrive Pro on the real hardware. So you need to configure language first time. You'll probably have this weird demo with small characters and whatsoever. You just need to play it once or reset the game and then go back to the game again, and you have the proper game running. So starting the game, and you will see that it runs quite well, I have to say. Yeah, using the real hardware. So this is really cool. It's an awesome game. We all should try this one. So yeah, finally after 5 years we have Paprium running on our real hardware using the power of the Mega EverDrive Pro, and really happy to have that. So yeah, let's enjoy Paprium and all his glory using the real hardware. So guys, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That helps a lot. And until the next video guys, take care and bye bye.